Hey, hello, and welcome to Twin Watch 7777. I'm sure that some of you may have heard about DH8, ICE picking up this little 5-year-old child after he left preschool, but they saying that the child wasn't targeted. It was his father they was going after, but the father tried to run away from them, and he left his child, the boy, behind. But in the end, they did end up arresting the father, and as a result of them denying the child to be left with a safe adult, the child was taken into custody as along with the father. So, but again, this was not the child was not targeted by ICE. He wasn't their target, and so here, shout out to the Times New Digital for the story, and it reads: Did ICE arrest 5-year-old preschool boy in Minnesota? DSH respond to viral image. So I am going to read the story, and then we're going to switch over and watch a short clip by JD Vance talking about this here incident. So now a post claimed that that 5-year-old boy was taken into custody by Immigration and Custom Enforcement (ICE) in Minnesota while returning home from preschool with his father. However, officials from the Department of Homeland Security (DHS) said the child was not the target of the action. And this is a post by DHS on I don't know where is it from, the website, or if it's from a tweet. It says DSH tweet, so I'm assuming perhaps it's from X. So they wrote, ICE did not target a child. The child was abandoned on January 20th. ICE conducted, what's going on here? Okay, hold on. ICE conducted a targeted operation to arrest Adrian Alexander Cornejo Arias, an illegal alien from Ecuador who was released into the U.S. by the Biden administration. Now, as agents approached the driver, and I'm just going to say Adrian because his name is ridiculously long, he fled on foot, abandoning his child. For the child's safety, one of the ICE officers remained with the child while the other officers apprehended his father. Now, a federal immigration agent detained a 5-year-old Liam Cornejo Ramos and his father, Adrian Alexander Cornejo Arias, outside their suburban home on Tuesday afternoon near Minneapolis. Columbia Heights Public School Superintendent Zena Stenvik said the boy had just been picked up from preschool. So, according to the superintendent, agents took Liam from the still running car. So the father must have just hopped up and didn't, properly put the car in park, and told him to knock on the front door to see if anyone else was inside. A tactic described by school officials as using their child as bait. Yes, of course they used them as bait. Now the family has an active asylum, whatever case and no deportation order. Stenvik said. The officers then took both Liam and his father to a detention facility in Texas. DHS and ICE said the action was meant to arrest the boy's father, who they said was an undocumented immigrant from Ecuador. Now, DHS spokesman Tricia McLaughlin said the child was not the target. They want to emphasize to you that the child was not the target. She said the father ran away on foot and left the boy behind. So one ICE officer stayed with the child while other officers arrested the father. So in the end, they still arrested the father, even if he did take off on foot. So he just ran for nothing. So McLaughlin said that parents in such situations are given choices about being removed with their children or placing children with a designated safe adult. The school district said another adult at the home they offered to take care of Liam, but was refused by agents. And I have no idea why they refused another adult to care for the child. I don't know why. They denied that. Now, school leaders also said this was not an isolated case. Three other students, ages 10, 17, and another older student, had been detained in similar circumstances in recent weeks. Now, the detention of Liam comes amid a large federal immigration enforcement surge in Minnesota, with thousands of agents deployed in the region. Okay, so again, shout out to Times Digital News for that story. So again, we must emphasize and reiterate and say that a DHS was not targeting this 5-year-old little boy. So now I am going to go over here and we're going to hear what JD Vance has to say about the situation here. Now, I did not watch this video, so I have no idea what's going to come out of his mouth. So again, shout out to Way 31 News. And let me see, JD Vance talks ICE detainment of 5-year-old boy. Okay, y'all, so let's go ahead and watch it.
5-year-old was not arrested, that his dad was an illegal alien, and then when they went to arrest his illegal alien father, the father ran. So the story is that ICE detained a 5-year-old. Well, what are they supposed to do? Are they supposed to let a 5-year-old child freeze to death? Are they not supposed to arrest a...
But in the article, it did say that another adult, a safe adult, volunteered to care for the child. So what he talking about?
An illegal alien in the United States of America? If the argument is that you can't arrest people who have violated our laws because they have children, then every single parent is going to be completely given immunity from ever being the subject of law enforcement. That doesn't make any sense.
You're the one who don't make any sense. So some of the comments, they're saying, shame on you. And a reply to that, typical leftist twit. And then Vance is lying as like usual. We've all seen the video. This is not what happened. I was looking for the video. I did not see the video. But hold on. This may be a video here. Let's go over. That's Fox. I really don't like anything to do. Okay, maybe this is because I was looking all over for the video.
School leaders in Columbia Heights are also sounding the alarm, saying ICE is not only following buses and coming onto school grounds, but taking students.
Is it playing?
A cubby complete with stuffed animals and stickers belonging to a student swept up in the federal immigration operation.
The sense of safety in our community and around our schools is shaken, and our hearts are shattered.
His name is Liam Ramos. He is 5 years old. Officials from his school say he was taken by ICE with his father while in their driveway after just arriving home from his preschool classroom Tuesday. School officials say he was used as bait. According to them, agents made Liam knock on the door, asking to let them in order to see if anyone else was home.
Why detain a 5-year-old? You can't tell me that this child is going to be classified as a violent criminal. The middle school brother came home to a missing dad, a missing little brother, and a terrified mother.
And Columbia Heights school leaders say Liam's family is far from alone.
As of today, 4 of our students, our children, have been detained by ICE.
They say a 17-year-old was also detained by ICE on his way to school Tuesday, removed from his car and taken away. Another 17-year-old was detained last week.
2 weeks ago, a 10-year-old student, 4th grader, was taken by ICE agents on her way to elementary school with her mother. During the arrest, the child called her father on the phone to tell him that ICE agents were bringing her to school.
What?
The father immediately came to the school to find that both his daughter and wife had been taken.
Now, school
Mm.
leaders say that Liam and his family are
Wow.
in the U.S. under an active claim for asylum and had no orders for deportation. We've asked ICE for a comment on these arrests of these children, but have not gotten a response.
And you're not going to get no response either. So let's see some of the comments here. These brave ICE agents definitely need better masks. How about white, long, pointed hoods with holes in the eyes? And then another commenter said, preparing for the heartless comments below. Yeah, all right, let's see what's below that. More lies and distractions. Stop twisting the narrative. Not responsible. Responding to nonsense. Being reunited. Okay, so yeah. All right. So again, I'm going to go over here and just say, for the record, that the 5-year-old boy again was not the target of Isaac. Said that his father was the target, but however, I do not know why I still decided to take the 5-year-old boy when there wasn't a a safe adult did say that they would care for the child, but they declined and still took the child anyway. So I haven't heard of an update as of yet. Was the boy released? Was the father? I know they're not going to release the father, but the 5-year-old. So that was by WCCO CBS Minnesota. Thank you for that video. Okay, so y'all put in the comments what you think about ICE sweeping up people. It just seemed like they're sweeping up anybody. I mean, regular, whether you're here illegal or not, they're making a sweep. A 5-year-old child, they couldn't have left that child under the care of that adult. And so what worries me is how they how they roll up to people, because their face is covered, and you really may not know if they are the authentic ICE agents or just a personator or just an evil person impersonating an ICE agent, because you can't tell with their faces being covered up like that. And so it just uh, uh, worries me that people with ill intentions can easily adopt, take a child, straight up from the streets without really anyone questioning, because they're assuming that is ICE, and then we never know what happened to the child. So I may go ahead and ask y'all to pray, especially for the undocumented children and the ones that's then being picked up by ICE and being separated from their families and their loved ones. And the little 5-year-old boy, he's like so young, he don't know what's going on. So yeah, all right. So I am going to go ahead and end the video here. Thank you for watching, and shout out to my new subscribers. And y'all be blessed, and I'll see you in my next video. All right, I'm out now.